Would you like to make sure your entire staff laughs and has a great time at your next staff meeting? Well, watch this video to learn a quick game that you can play. Hey, it's Jason Everett from highperformancesalon.com, and making sure that every single one of your staff meetings has a little bit of playtime can be super important in locking in the learning and not just being a meeting where you just tell your staff what they're not doing and that they need to sell more retail, and they need to pre-book more, and they need to bring in more guests. So for crying out loud, start to play the next time you have a salon meeting. So you might ask yourself, well, how do I play and what do I do? Well, there's a great game called the Open Question game. So I'm gonna have to teach you a little bit of it, and then I'll actually show you how you can run it inside the salon. So the Open Question game, and by the way, I've actually created a download for you that you can download that has open and closed-ended questions you can use as a cheat sheet or as a reference sheet right near this video. So click and download it after you're done watching this. I'll make sure I get it to you. But it's called the Open and Closed-ended Question game. And what's gonna happen is you're gonna teach your staff what an open-ended question is and what a closed-ended question is. Now they might already know, but obviously a closed-ended question is anything that can be answered with a yes or with a no. But did you know that there are different ways to start a conversation that will lead you down the path of a yes or no question? Meaning as an open-ended question, you can ask questions like who, what, where, when, why, and how. And then closed-ended questions often start with if, should, could, would, have, can, and all of these other words will start closed-ended questions. So the goal of this game is to actually have two people face off. So you've got one on one side, one on the other, and the goal is that what they will do is they will face off against each other and only ask open-ended questions. So if they ask an open-ended question, then the next person asks another open-ended question. Then the other person asks another open-ended question. And it continues until one of them fails. How do you fail? Okay, there's two ways you can fail. Number one, you can ask a closed-ended question and the other person will just respond with a yes or a no and they're out, the person who asked the wrong question. Or if they get the other person to answer, if the person answers the question like you say, where'd you grow up? And they go, I grew up in, whoever answered will also get it wrong. So there's two ways to lose. If you answer the question or if you ask a closed-ended question, you lose the game. Now, here's the deal. You got one on one side, one on the other. What you should do is line up 2 or 3 people on one side, 2 or 3 people on the other, and rotate them through, with the goal being that the fastest way they can play the game, the more they'll laugh, the more they'll have a good time, and you'll actually trick them into learning something because you're actually getting what they know in their mind to actually work into their muscle memory. Because it's one thing to know, it's another thing to know how to use in person. And the next time they're having those conversations with their guests that are sitting in their chair, they're gonna have better open-ended conversations. They're gonna have deeper conversations. They're gonna learn much more about their guests, and the guests will perceive a higher level of trust with the service providers inside your salon. So use that at your next team meeting and send me a message back. Let me know how it goes. I love to know how much your staff left, if they had a good time, and just get back to me and let me know how it works. And don't forget to download that PDF and that cheat sheet so you can use it right after this. All right, have a great day, and I'll see you soon.